Am I in? Are we on? Are we on? We are now.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really well. A little bit warm today, bit humid.
It is warm, isn't it? And what you been doing today?
Working. Yeah, I've had a non-toxicated day. So Leanne, who helps me with my social media and newsletters and things, she was here today. But we did get to try some drinks at lunchtime. We had a working lunch and tried some new drinks we've never tried before. So that was great.
Oh, so you don't tell us your story. You don't manufacture these drinks yourself, do you? Because
No.
I've got a lovely parcel. I've got 10 drinks sent from Lisa. I mean, if they were all full of alcohol and if it was 3 years ago, we'd be having a bloody wild time. Well, actually, I don't even know if that would be enough, to be fair, Lisa. That might not have been enough to keep me busy on a Thursday, but I'm sure we'll have a good chat about them, but I doubt I'll be able to drink them all. Not all.
I know.
So tell me about your business and your journey and why you're here, because you've been alcohol-free for how long now?
Well, I kind of started this journey back in June last year, so just over a year. So that was, I've always been interested in drinks, food and drink. I'm a food scientist by background and always sort of been fascinated by the food and drink industry. But when I started having some coaching myself and cutting back my drinking, I started experimenting a bit with different types of alcohol-free drinks, different sodas, ginger drinks, just something to take my mind off what I was depriving myself of and giving myself something exciting to look forward to. So I got involved in that sort of back in June last year and decided I wanted to set up a community. I had a look around and there were some Facebook groups there focusing on alcohol-free drinks for America, and there were some that were very beer focused, but I thought, well, there's women like me that maybe like, you know, some nice juice-based products, some cocktails, fizzy, sparkling wine, ciders, things like that. And so I set up the Facebook group back in October for Sober October last year, Non-Toxicated, and grew that group. And then in February this year, launched an app. So I don't manufacture, Non-Toxicated doesn't manufacture any of these drinks.
Hang on, go back a bit. You said that really quick. I launched an app. Like,
I launched an app.
I just launched an app. I boiled an egg. I'm sure that's more than that. That's a big deal, right? That was a big process.
It was a big process, yeah. And we built up lots of links with different drinks manufacturers, drinks distributors. And my idea was when you sort of start exploring these products, it's not always clear what you can, you know, what's good, what's bad, what you can get. Maybe if you've only got a small supermarket nearby, there's not a lot of choice. So my vision was to be able to bring it all into one place, which is with the app. We've got over 1,000 drinks on there now.
Wow.
Fancy things to go with it, nice glasses and sort of accessories. And it's not just alcohol-free drinks. It's ginger drinks, it's kombucha, it's kefir. It's all different types of drinks. Really, anything that you know can make for a tasty drinking experience that's alcohol free, which in this country, a lot of the alcohol-free products can contain up to 0.5% alcohol, which is something we might talk about a bit later. But yeah, so I launched the app. We've developed relationships. I think we've got about 80 brands now that are in our Facebook group, drinks brands. So they will tell us about new products that they've got coming up. People will share photos of what they're drinking, what they've enjoyed. And that community is it reached 4,500 today, actually.
Wow, that's brilliant. I know, that's amazing, isn't it?
All around the world.
And do you think part of this, well, I know the answer because I'm the same. It's when you stop drinking yourself, you have all this energy and all these ideas that start, and you find the confidence to start talking about those ideas. And do you think that the whole process of starting this business and everything that comes with starting a business and launching an app has kept you going, kept you motivated in your own journey as well?
I know. I've just found I've had so much more energy, not sluggish in the mornings. Evenings are more productive. You're not just slumped in front of the telly, sort of blindly watching whatever's there with a glass of wine in your hand. I've just had sort of a lot more energy to pursue ideas. I've always had ideas about what I want to do, but they've kind of just sat there as a one day. Whereas this all got off the ground very quickly, and I think it's because I had that clear head, and something that I didn't have when I was drinking regularly.
And you found a solution of a problem that you came across, because tell us, you were big about having parties. You used to have all the parties at your house and drinks, and so that was a massive part of your identity.
Yeah, big social butterfly, parties, friends round. We were the magnet, if you like, for coming round and eating and socialising, and usually it involved alcohol. And I remember even being disappointed if I had friends coming round that I knew had to drive home, I'd be thinking, oh, we're not going to have a fun night because one of them's not drinking, so we're not going to have fun. And if I compare that to last night watching football,
all right, so
I had my stepsons over who were in their 20s. We had a couple of football dads over, and I thought, I'm not sure I'm going to feel with this, such a big event, and something that everyone else is going to be drinking. Am I going to feel like I'm missing out? And I just didn't at all. I just felt completely immersed in the whole experience, and I'll remember it.
That's the thing, isn't it? You remember the whole thing, and you get to go to bed when you're tired, because like we were talking before, I've come home from picking the kids up and I was knackered, which is normally when I would have the glass of wine to pick you up, to get you through them few hours. I went to bed and I've had an hour in bed and I feel brand new. And I think, we didn't need a glass of wine, we needed a nap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, last night I just suddenly thought we were going to order a takeaway, we were going to order a pizza. We could not get anything delivered. And I was like, well, it's okay, I'll go and pick it up. Now, I wouldn't have been able to do that a year ago, because I'd have already had a couple before the football started, and there'd be no chance of being able to get in the car. So there's loads of benefits you don't really think about.
Yeah, until you start living that life, isn't it? And while you've said that, I want to just bring your attention to this, because I feel like when I use the alcohol-free, where am I? Yeah.
No, I can see.
So Susie, where is she? Starting off with Susie, that was kind of when I was, if you'd suggested having an alcohol-free drink to me then, I would have thought you were crazy, because my whole purpose of having a drink was to get drunk. Right? Yeah. So it didn't make sense. It wouldn't have made sense to me then at that stage. And then I started observing. Now, I probably would have observed somebody else having alcohol-free, and I would have just sat with that for about 6 months until I processed it really and thought, I don't get it. But when I became bold and decided, right, I want to live alcohol-free, I did it behind closed doors first. Yes. And I didn't rely on these drinks behind closed doors, right? I'm just sharing what happened for me, so that I can, with my clients, I didn't use them then. But then when I started going to barbecues and parties, I started taking things. But all I could think of then, I didn't really know. I don't even know if they were all around. I used to just have Beck's Blue. I used to rely on Beck's Blue, and I would have 2. If I had 3, I would wake up with a terrible a headache.
Yeah.
And it was something just grab and have a hold of. But I was still treated differently. I remember being sat around and I kept getting missed out the round, which is fair enough because you don't drink it at the same speed. And people were saying, well, I'm not buying that. It's a waste of money. It's got no alcohol in. So we're starting the conversation anyway. I found it useful to start the conversation. And then once I've become rebalanced, where I'm cool with my decision and I feel comfortable, I really don't get why I would want to have a pretend one. It's the same as having a pretend cigarette. In my brain, I'm like, I don't get it now. I'm here at this stage. Why I would, I mean, yeah, the bottles look lovely and everything like that. If I went to someone's house and they had this on the shelf for me, I would feel so special that they thought of me.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would even take it to a party myself. But I think it's just different people at different stages. Yeah. And there's a lot of people who are already through this. If they've really had to hang on, we're not suggesting to them to go and have it. We're everybody to their own journey. We're having the conversation and we're sharing what's here. And if people find it good to rely on, then brilliant. Chat to Lisa.
I know. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it isn't for everybody by all means, and I know that if you've been through an AA program and things like that, it's something that they encourage you to avoid, because it can be a trigger for some people who've had certain relationships with alcohol in the past, and some people just don't feel comfortable with it, and that's absolutely fine. Some people find they want to introduce it after a year or two. Others use it as a bit of a crutch to help them sort of ease into or ease away from alcohol.
But we're not telling people how to live that. We're not telling people their journey. We're just sharing what you're doing.
Some options, yeah. And that's sort of why one of the things that we do in the group is it's not all about alcohol matched products. It's not all wines and cocktails. A lot of the discussion are about things like kombuchas and sodas and sparkling waters. It's the difference with a cigarette analogy, I suppose, is that you do have to drink something. You have to drink something, and what I suppose what we've brought together is kind of ideas for people when you're going to get bored. You don't always want a lime and soda when you go to the pub. You don't always want a Diet Coke. It can get boring. And I think when it gets boring, for some people, that's maybe when they think, well, it won't do any harm if I just have that glass of just have that cider. I found last night when I was going to the fridge, the lads were going and grabbing a beer, and I was going and grabbing my cider. Nobody even noticed I wasn't drinking, to be honest. And it wouldn't, not that it would have mattered, but I felt more part of the experience. And that's maybe not a good thing, because
that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing that I felt, because I wasn't just going to the pub and sitting in the same place, but with a different drink in my glass. I was having to be more creative of what I did with my time. And I think that introduced me to positive people who lived in a different world, really, because when you're drinking and people around you are drinking, you think everyone does, but they don't. Just don't know the people. You don't know them. That was me. I didn't know the people who didn't drink.
No. Well, I was having a look when I went to Sainsbury's the other day, and Sainsbury's actually have sort of one of the best supermarket alcohol-free ranges that there is, and they have a lot of cordials and sparkling drinks, kombuchas, things like that. So they have a really good range. But I think I counted 37 alcohol fixtures and 3 that were alcohol-free. And somebody said to me that, I don't know if it's, I don't know the facts behind this, but there's 20% of the adult population never touch a drink. So we're not particularly well represented in the supermarkets in terms of, and if you want to look for things like kombucha and kefir, they can be hidden away in the strangest places. I don't know if you found that.
Definitely. I've never tried kombucha, mind, but I did rely on the kefir, but that's a milk drink. We'll keep that separate, because that's a different
thing. What's kefir water? There's a kefir water now, which is
you dragged me in something like that. I've not seen that. I'd like to try that. But should we have a drink then?
Have a drink, yes.
Yeah. Can I tell you what I'm attracted to?
Tell me what you fancy. Tell me what
you sent us. Right, 2 of these lovely little pretty bottles.
I know.
And I'm like, that's really bad. I don't know why. I feel like, I don't know. I'll sit with it and get used to it. I don't know.
See how you feel.
For 1 minute it would ever make me want to go back to drinking. It wouldn't. I just think
it's not for you now.
I don't know. I don't quite get it. I'm going to just go through it.
So those fizzy ones that you just showed me, the little wildlife botanicals, we may not be trying them, but they're full of vitamins and minerals. They've got
tell me about that bit. They sell them to me. Let's go.
They've got sort of 15% of your recommended daily intake of certain vitamins and minerals, full of botanicals. So they call them bubbles with benefits. So you're getting the experience of a fizzy celebration drink, but it's been infused with stuff that's good for you as well.
Oh, right. You see, now you're selling it to us. Why does it have to look like a little bottle of champagne, though?
Well, because you can still have a celebration. You're getting that celebration, that excitement feeling, but without any of the negative.
I know. It's funny, isn't it? I don't know. I think there's some part of my brain that's being rewired to have alcohol as the enemy. For a long time, I had my husband as the enemy. and I've changed. He's not the enemy that alcohol is. So kind of when I look at that, I go, oh, why would you put something with benefits inside of a nasty bottle of champagne? That's how I think. But that's not how everybody will think. That's just me, who's 3 years down, and my husband's alcohol free. I'm like, I don't want to even. I don't know. I don't know. It's a strange one. Maybe it's me. Right. But I love the idea that it's benefits. I definitely want to try that one. Right.
Okay. Yeah, and I would. What else has caught your eye?
Duchess Spritzer elderflower. Well, that tastes like wine, because I don't like the taste of wine.
No, not that one. It as I say, it's more of an elderflower is the predominant taste in that. So it wouldn't taste like a wine spritzer. They do a pink version, and that is like quite a weak rosé wine. And they do a gin and tonic one, but I deliberately didn't send you that one because I thought you're not going to like that. But that'll be more elderflower. See what ones I've got in my fridge. Yeah, that's the G&T version that they do.
Right.
And they do a rose one. That'll be quite elderflower. Is this
good for us though or not? Has this got anything in that's good for me?
No, nothing added in that would be particularly good for you. No, it's think of it as a sophisticated fizzy drink, really.
Right. Okay. I'm purposely going through the ones that I'm not attracted to first. In the cider, I don't like that one either. Sorry.
No. I'm not sending you anything again.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make me go, oh, I can't wait to drink that. But I might be surprised when we open them and taste them. I don't know.
I mean, for me, this one is quite a close match for a cider containing alcohol. It's quite a dry cider. And that one, I don't think I sent you, but did I send you one of the smashed ones? That's a very dry, quite appley cider. So, you know, if there are particular tastes or whatever from the past that you find might be triggering, then you're probably not going to fancy those drinks in particular.
I mean, I think if triggering like that, it would want me to go back to drinking it. I suppose I wouldn't see it as a treat, really. I think I'd rather I'd rather have a piece of cake and a coffee or something, really. But everyone's different. Everyone's different. I have to be honest. I'm just sharing what I think, you know. But I do like the look of these ones. These little tins. I like them. I like the look of them.
So they're cute and they're brilliant for popping in your bag for a barbecue. Oh, I've got mine here. The mojito and the strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, I like them. And they look nice, don't they? I'm attracted to them.
I think what's good with these two as well is there's not loads of sugar in these two. Some of the mocktail type drinks that you see out there are absolutely loaded with sugar. They've taken the alcohol out, but they've sort of replaced it with a load of sugar, whereas these aren't bad at all. And if you pour that over mint and ice, that's sort of, you know, one of my favourites. So do you want to?
Yeah, I think I would like that. I would feel like that would be nice and refreshing to sit outside or something. Shall we try one of these?
Yeah, let's try. Do you think that you maybe feel more comfortable with it because it's in a can?
I don't know. Because I did used to like that. I was partial to them handy little tins gin and tonic.
Yeah.
I was partial to them. So it's not that. It's not like I never drank anything alcoholic out of a tin, because I did. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just, I suppose, the taste of wine doesn't excite me. The taste of wine, I think of wine and I feel like I've got a headache with just thinking about it.
And wine is one of those ones that is very, very tough to match as an alcohol-free version anyway. A lot of the still wines are not the best. The sparkling are a lot better, I found.
The only one I've ever tried is the non-secod Christmas, and I made a big fuss about, I got a bottle of that for Christmas Day. And I opened it.
You didn't like it. No. So have you got some ice to put in?
Yes, I have. Because I wasn't fussy when I was drinking. I would drink anything, absolutely anything. I used to like a pint of John Smith's. So I don't know why I'm fussy with me alcohol-free drinks.
I've got my little gold rimmed glass.
Oh, aren't they beautiful? I've put a candle in that.
So oh, that's lovely. I love
from
that.
Mexico.
Beautiful.
What do you want? It's really
Love
thick
it.
glass.
So smell it first. See what you think.
See, I would always use like a lime flavoured thing.
Yeah.
Lemon and lime. That would be more my choice.
So that's sort of lime and mint. And they say you can tear up some mint leaves and throw that in as well.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice because it tastes quite watery. It tastes like it's got water in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like
it has got
it'd be nice with more ice, actually.
Yeah. But with some of the canned cocktails that you can get, you can find with them that they're just sickly sweet and you don't get anything else. With this, they've got a tiny bit of, which one is it? A little bit of chili and a little bit of lemongrass in it. So you do get a very slight afterburn. Actually, would expect with an alcoholic drink, but a different mouthfeel. But it does sort of leave something lingering in your mouth more than it would if you had a Diet Coke or something like that.
It's quite refreshing as well because sometimes drinks like this make me more thirsty. You know, when you have a drink, and then you're like, it makes you more thirsty, but that's nice. I like that one. We'll give that one a hit. We'll give that a 10 out of 10, Lisa. I need a scorecard.
Pretty.
It is. It's nice.
You can get these on the app.
Yeah, so they're like the knocktail bit. And the other thing I like is this, right, from my research, from what I understand, the alcohol industry is run by about 16 men, right? And so I'm keen to support the people who've gone alcohol free and who've created their own thing rather than like Heineken Zero.
Yeah.
So I feel like I want to support these because this is a story behind this brand, isn't there?
Yeah, David Brown developed this product. Young guy, worked in marketing, I think he worked for one of the big players in the industry, and he sort of specifically researched drinks for younger people who maybe don't want to go and buy a £30 bottle of Seedlip or something like that, but they want something funky they could take to a party. They're not going to be embarrassed about drinking. And he thought, and he went off and developed his own products. He's got these two. He's got the strawberry daiquiri and the mojito. Done it all himself, and it's fantastic. I think he's made a really good product there, and it's supporting a small business.
And so you can order this through your app.
Yeah, these are on the app. Yeah. It's available on there from a couple of different sources, and have a look. I think you can get them as mix packs or as like a 6 mix pack, something like that. Three of the lime, 3 of the strawberry.
And I think it's now going to be the type of thing where if you're having a party, it's be really nice to have alcohol-free alternatives in, wouldn't it? Like I would never have thought of doing that ever.
No, but for a picnic, stick a couple of those in your picnic basket. You can keep them cold. I think the thing with these drinks is as well. I mean, the same, I suppose, with alcoholic drinks. They're nice, really cold.
Yeah.
I like a lot of my stuff over a lot of ice.
It's surprised how I wouldn't be able to drink 10 of them though. Like I would if they had alcohol in.
No, I know you'd be having a jug, wouldn't you? A jug full.
But not just like that, going into the party, saying these are all for me.
Your glass reminded me of my Murano glass that I got in London the other week.
Nice.
They're gorgeous. So I somebody that was on my coaching group with, she said, I've bought myself a beautiful glass and there will never be alcohol in this glass. And I thought, oh, that's such a nice thing. But, whether she has water in it or Coke or a spirit or an alcohol-free spirit or whatever, that was her. It was quite symbolic for her that she'd bought herself something really beautiful and she's never going to have alcohol in it. So, I have a bit of an obsession with glasses.
On the Zoom call the other night, I'm doing some training in America and it's a Zoom and there's about 500 people on it at the same time, right? And so I turned up and I have me sparkling water in a wine glass. Well, of course, it's 11 o'clock in the morning over there. It's like late at night, yeah, and I'm sitting with me sparkling water. Totally, to me, I look at the glass and I see sparkling water, but I'm forgetting that it's in a wine glass. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sitting looking at it in the morning. The Soberholic. I thought maybe I shouldn't have that in a wine glass, especially in the day. It seemed wrong, but it was nighttime here. So I think, yeah, there is still a thing about glasses, isn't there? I mean, I've brought these up tonight to try different glasses, just boring Prosecco glasses, aren't they? Nothing special.
But you've not had those out for a while, though, have you?
No, we would have a tin of tonic, the little tins of tonic. Yeah. I would sometimes have one of them. That's like a special treat. Well, it's not even a treat. It's just sometimes like, yeah, if it was an occasion. But I honestly think that goes away. That feeling goes away. I don't feel like I need to have a drink. But because of lockdown, we've not been having people over. We haven't had that lifestyle. So it's totally like, it's as if any habit with that is gone for me now, you know? Yes. I'm not looking for a drink, where sometimes you're like, oh, I'm chatting, you're like looking for your drink because it's what you do. I worked in a pub and I remember it was like that. People be chatting at the bar and you would laugh and you turn around and think, oh, I'll pour myself a drink, because it's just what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think I sent you a tonic, didn't I? That's a Yorkshire company, Yorkshire Tonic.
That was the next one I liked the look of.
They do some great flavours. Really good, and they work well on their. I think they work well on their own as a drink, or with an alcohol-free spirit, if that's your thing, which probably not your thing. But some of the tonics are so good now that you can get. And again,
so
give that a try. I'm not sure. Have I got one? Which one have you got? I've got the
strawberry and pomegranate.
Oh, mine's pink grapefruit.
Oh, all right. And then I
actually these up at Yorkshire Wildlife Park.
Sorry?
Then Yorkshire Wildlife Park have got a huge deli as you go in, and they've got all sorts of lovely sodas, tonics, kombuchas, and a small alcohol-free range as well. And I thought, that's great. And I tried this before and really liked it, so it's good to know I can get it locally now. It's Rainthorpe Yorkshire Tonic. I've got the pink grapefruit. I don't know what you think of it.
Strawberry and pomegranate. Yeah. Oh, nice. Smells good.
Just looking for my opener.
Oh, you see, that looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll put mine in mine. I didn't think about having tonic in a champagne glass. I'm going to try that with my Swarovski stem.
Oh, look at you showing off.
It was a present. I've had this many years.
No, very nice. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. You might want it over ice. You might want it over ice.
I'll put a bit of ice in it.
But I mean,
realistically, if like yesterday when you were watching the match, how many alcohol-free drinks would you drink in a sitting? Like if you were sitting like that?
I had 2 yesterday. I put 3 in. For some reason, cider. I like cider for something like that. So I had one of those Stowford Press. I had a smashed cider, but 2 was plenty. And honestly, the men must have got through 7 or 8 each. But I don't think you drink these drinks at the same speed. You said that, didn't you?
Definitely not. Cool. And I think I definitely think it's part of the transition. That's when I can see it. It's part of the transition, or on special occasions, like if you're getting together with friends or that people are going to be drinking and that bothers you. It's just part of the part where you say, what was it I think you said before? Like there's that sober shaming, isn't there? That it's not really addressing that, is it?
No,
it's not standing in your own power and saying, this is my decision and this is what I'm choosing to do. Because saying that is hard, but that's part of the process as well, is I think. Don't be frightened to hide from that.
It's only like a vegan eating a vegan burger, or eating, that they're still trying to, it's maybe trying to replicate meat, but why would they want, why would they want to? And some don't, but a lot will, eat products that are made to resemble meat. Now, why would they do that? So, but not everybody does, and it's the same with alcohol.
So it's just a choice, isn't it? It's just a choice. Not over in the conversation. It's just
And just to say to people, there is more out there than just being able to get a Beck's Blue and a bottle of not very nice wine, alcohol-free wine that you wouldn't put in a casserole. To be honest, that there are other options out there, and a lot of them aren't alcohol-free, alcohol replacements. They're just really nice soft drinks. There's another brand that I picked up. We went to the Low and No Bev show down in London.
Oh, I like that packaging. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful. It's like a piece of art. Corrigan's citrus and ginger. Wow. That was really good. I didn't have a spare one to send you. Sorry on that one.
I would have liked that.
Yeah. So but I mean tonics you can pick up. I mean so many now that you can get these in Sainsbury's. Your Fentimans. That's a pink rhubarb one, and I think some of them are really good. Are there any tonics you particularly like?
I've bought the rosé lemonade. I think is that the same? As that? That was the first weekend I tried to be alcohol free, right? And I was, them carrier bags. You have to pay 5 pence. The really, really rubbish carrier bags. And I don't know what I was doing. I was in a right flap, and I was having a really bad day. And I thought, right, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm going to have a bottle of that. And I don't know why I was trying to be stingy, and I didn't buy another carrier bag. And I put all my shopping in, and I was marching through the shopping centre, and it fell through the bottom of the bag, and it smashed. What you can imagine in the middle of it was like a shopping mall. It went boom. Can you imagine? People thought it was a bomb going off. And it broke, and it cut my leg. I must have had shorts on because it cut my leg, and it was bleeding. And it wasn't a lot, but they made such a fuss of it. I had to give them my name and address and everything. And that was my first attempt at being alcohol free. I was like, oh, well, I had a bottle of wine. That was me trying to be alcohol free.
I think things improved from there. Thank goodness.
I was having such a bad day. But so that bottle reminds me of that. Yeah. But I just normally have just the ordinary tonic. Maybe I'm not spoiling myself. Maybe this is a brand new world that I haven't explored yet.
Yeah. If tonic's something you're comfortable with, our local shop probably has 20 different types of tonic now. So that's the way of introducing new flavours and keep it interesting. Because
isn't there one? Is it like an Aromatics or something? What's it called? Not Aromatics. Is that not a perfume?
There's a Mediterranean one, and I think I know the one you mean. Is it called Aromatic?
Oh, I need to smell that perfume now. I can remember that perfume, Aromatics. Estee Lauder, I think it is Aromatics perfume.
I don't know that.
I remember it.
Have you got any? Have you explored the world of CBD at all?
No, but I want to know. Tell me everything. I need some CBD oil for my dog.
Okay.
My father-in-law has it. Or he gets it from Holland and Barrett, and I don't know that he's getting it from the right place. I don't know enough about it. Tell me everything.
Well, there are lots. It's probably one of the biggest growing trends in the sort of non-alcoholic drinks market at the moment, adding CBD into everything. This is a new brand we've just discovered, Good Rays. That's an elderflower and yuzu cannabis salsa. The thing is about the drinks, they don't have the active ingredient that doesn't cause any what's the word?
You don't get high. No. You just feel the relaxed feelings, do you?
Yeah. But a lot of the physical benefits that CBD is supposed to have, you can pick up in these drinks. And this one's got a particularly good source of CBD, is 30 milligrams, which is quite a lot, and it's from a natural source as well. And it tastes fantastic. So these CBD seltzers are great, but I wouldn't say
as well. That's nice packaging, isn't it?
That's nice, yeah. They do, and there's a pink one as well. And then this won't appeal to as much packaging wise, but they even do a CBD cider, and that's a kiwi and lime cider. It's a bit green, but That's a favourite. Some of the there's only 50 calories in that big bottle. Oh. So some people like these, like strawberry and rhubarb flavour, because you get a lot of drink for not many calories.
Right.
If that's what you're interested in. So yeah, CBD is a big up and coming.
Yes, I would like the family somebody. I'll find somebody who's into that, like selling that. Like there'll be some sort of MLM scheme. I bet you there's somewhere. We need to. If you come across anybody, point them in my direction.
Yes,
that's a conversation to have, isn't it, for people? Because it's supposed to be really good for anxiety as well, and a lot of people are relying on alcohol for so many different reasons that it could just be a good introduce them to something that they've maybe not explored. So
these sort of functional drinks are becoming much more popular. So it's not just about the flavour; it's about how the drink can help your body or how it can make you feel.
Definitely. These are nicely to these little things, which I know I'll have to send you some.
Send me some and I can try some of yours.
Yes, and they're from Arbonne, energy fizz sticks. So you just put them in water, you rip the top off, put it in water, and it's instead of a cup of coffee, because I can't drink coffee anymore. It drives me, I go crazy and I get a headache and I can't sleep, and it just makes us really weird. So sometimes instead of a nap, when I can't have a nap, I have one of them, and it's a little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Nice. And there's lemon and lime, there's loads of different flavours.
And what's in it? What's in it that gives you the pick-me-up?
Guarana, natural guarana, but it does say trace of caffeine, but it mustn't be as much as, as a cup of coffee. So, and it goes a little bit fizzy. It gives a little bit of a fizz on your tongue, but it's flat. It's not like a fizzy drink. It just fizzes at first, if that makes sense. It's like a sherbet type thing. I'll send you to try them.
Yeah. Talking about drinks with sort of more functional drinks. I don't know if you've seen these 3 spirit drinks around.
Advertised, but I've not yet tried them.
They're really different. I mean, they don't taste like any sort of alcoholic drink. They are they're cloudy. They're full of different botanicals, things that work with your body. I think this one's got ashwagandha, willow bark, turmeric, but they all supposedly give you some sort of effect on your body. This one's supposed to be calming. They've got one that's called a livener, so it can help chill you out.
You see, I would try them because I would know because I would feel it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I would know. So I think I might have to try something like that to see if I get an effect from it.
Well, they do a nice little 3-pack, which has got 3 small bottles, one of each, that to see which flavour you like. I like the nightcap and the livener. They've got one called Social Elixir, which is not my favourite. It's in a green bottle. That I do.
What I think this would do if I had that in my cabinet. My sister-in-law, right? She bless her. She's always like, "Oh, but you can't have a prosecco," and I'm like, "I don't care. I don't want a prosecco. It doesn't make any difference." She's going, "Oh," and I'm like, "I don't care. If I wanted one, I would have one. If I had something like that, she would be like, 'Oh, can I have one of them?'"
Can I try it?
She would want one of them. She would want to try something different. So maybe I should.
I'm about my number 6 of this. It does go down far too quickly. That's the idea.
Is it nice? Yeah. Is it expensive? Because sometimes.
I mean, I think these are like £23-24 a bottle, which it sounds like a lot, but it is.
Lisa, you wouldn't think twice about that.
No, you wouldn't.
Alcohol, but the minute it's not got alcohol, everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not sure about that."
Paying that.
I know. Yeah. But if it was 40% proof, we'd be chucking my money at you.
It's bizarre, isn't it? So they're an interesting one. But I could decant a few little bits to send you from.
No, I'll buy some, but I'm not that stingy. I'll buy some. Okay, I'll buy some. And then there's this other one. I don't think I can get it in. You see, I feel a bit high on life now. It'd be all the sugar. Right, there's this one as well we haven't mentioned. Black cherry, but I can't face it. I'm full.
No. Well, we probably should have started with this one. This is just one. It's not one we stock on our app, but it's one I just picked up at Sainsbury's. It's just a sparkling water, but it was just to show this is probably one we should have started with, because there are products out there they've got no sugar, no calories in there, but it's just sort of offering you a really healthy alternative.
They're the ones I would like. They're the ones I'd be all over.
Raspberry extract. Yeah.
And I just want to point out for anybody who's watching, we've been on for ages. I kind of forgot we were live. Did you forget? I forgot.
I don't.
Yes. Right. I'm saying, like, I'm health conscious. Can I just point out that to me, being on a diet was not going large at McDonald's, right? That was me on a diet. I haven't like made any massive commitments to being health conscious. It's easier. It's so much easier to be healthy. And then you get to a point where you actually want to be healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like I'm holding back and I really want that, but instead I'm having that. I'm just, I want.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people that do start trying these drinks, if they try them like I did, straight from having come from drinking a bottle of wine where you've probably got, 700 calories or whatever that you just, you don't think about drinking it. You do tend to naturally swap to the more sugary drinks as a transition. Right. And I found that some of the drinks I really liked when I first gave up drinking, I now find far too sweet.
Right. Okay.
Because your palate definitely changes.
And I've done that. You see, that my palate has changed. So for me to go back to this, it would actually be an effort for me to force myself to do that.
You don't want something that tastes like alcohol anymore.
No, I don't. No. And that's okay. And it's really, I always think about Louise, my client Louise, because I think like, how would I sell that to Louise? Right, we've stopped drinking. Get in, isn't that a good idea? We've stopped drinking, and then to go, oh, what about this? Look, it's pretend drink. It doesn't make sense, does it? Or I run it past my 10-year-old and he'll go, what? And that's it's like my brain is not wired up anymore to be attracted to this, and that's okay. Yeah. And so whichever way you go, that's all right. Yeah. You change what you want.
The interesting thing about some of the drinks that look like a sparkling wine, a lot of them are made from green tea. The Bell & Co fizz that you can get, which is sort of, it's only like £3.50 a bottle. You get it on the app. It's made from sparkling green tea. Wow. But it's presented, which is off-putting for you to have it presented like a sparkling wine. But actually, if it was presented as a sparkling green tea, you might think,
I'd be all over it.
Let's try and hide that on the packaging and try and pretend it's an alcohol-free wine. It's bizarre, isn't it? This sort of thing might appeal as well, because again, these aren't trying to mimic any sort of drink. This is called a cross-sit, and these give 5% of their sales to social causes. And they're kind of, again, they've got this sort of smokiness. They're full of different flavors. What's this one? This one's a hibiscus, and this one is fresh citrus. And they're sort of powerful, full of flavor. You just mix them with a tonic or whatever, but it's not like having a gin. It's not like, you're not thinking, oh, this doesn't taste like a whiskey, or this doesn't taste. They do a smoky one as well.
It's not supposed to taste like anything. No. It's a brand new idea. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would buy loads of it, and drink loads of it, though. I think it's nice to have, isn't it? But it's kind of like that liqueur stuff you would have, and it would just go back in the cupboard. I don't know. And this one, Bundaberg, I'm trying to try this. Can we try this?
Try this. It's not I was very excited about trying this because our Australian group members, we've got members of the group from all over the world, and our Australian people were telling me about this Bundaberg ginger beer, and we couldn't get it. And I spotted it the other day when I was out shopping, and I thought, I need to try this. And actually, there are much more fiery ones out there, and I really like a fiery. Oh, hello.
Sorry, I'm in.
That's all the bubbles being produced from Yorkshire. It's been travelled from Yorkshire.
Oh.
A ginger.
And so this have had sediment in the bottom. I like the bottle. Isn't that bottle beautiful? It looks like a medicine bottle.
Slightly cloudy, isn't it?
Old-fashioned medicine bottle.
I can't get mine off now. I thought, oh, that's it. Yeah, I think it's because I've got sweaty hands. Oh, that's it. If you like a really fiery ginger drink, there's one called Gimber, and it looks like pureed ginger. It's all cloudy. And if you have it with hot water and lemon in, it's absolutely gorgeous.
I would like that.
Drink. I'm trying to find a glass that hasn't got melted ice in it now.
Oh, that's nice.
You like that one? Oh,
it's a bit sweet. It's sweet at the end. The aftertaste is very sweet.
Let's try that one. Yeah, so this... There are other ginger drinks around this one. Yeah, it is quite a sweet one. There's one called Pimento, which is pretty fiery. There's the Gimber, which is more like you mix that with something. It looks just like pureed ginger. And then this Scottish company, tiny little company, it's called Talonmore, producing these little bottles here. And that's got ginger. They call it a non-alcoholic spirit, but again, it doesn't taste anything like an alcoholic spirit. It has ginger. Again, it's got lots of here we go. Ginger, cactus juice, hawthorn berry, and Assam tea. And that is absolutely gorgeous. It's quite fiery, but got a little bit.
How do you find these brands then? How do you do your research to dig deep? Are you just... I mean, don't give away your secrets. But...
No, not at all. I sort of built up as well as sort of working on the Facebook group. I think Instagram, if you're looking for new ideas for drinks, Instagram's a great place to go. A lot of the challenger brands will be on there, and sometimes it's the startup companies that are doing the funky stuff with their social media. There's a great little distributor called Tame Tipple, and her drinks are all vegan. They're all low sugar, and she does brilliant stuff on social media. So I'll look at what the distributors are doing. I'll look at new brands that are on Instagram. I think once you start looking at these things, then Facebook and Instagram start recommending them.
Yeah.
And then we've started, going to exhibitions. I will Google. I've got a spreadsheet, and I think I've got over 350 brands that I've discovered on there.
Wow, well done.
And I get quite jealous some of our American members are posting about some brands over there. Kin is an American brand which they call it Kin Euphorics. It's supposed to give you a euphoric feeling.
All right.
You can't get it here. They have a brand called Groovy, which is a sparkling wine type drink. So different things like Monday Gin, which we can't get over here. So I think an all expenses business trip to America just to try the drinks when we're making our millions.
Yes, let's do that.
But they're very jealous. The UK are very, very well represented in this market. We've got some great young brands up and coming that we've got a choice that really no other country has got. So
but some of the stuff, I know I spoke to a company before lockdown, it was last year, and they were creating a kefir type tea. Would it have a shelf life? Do any of the drinks you sell have shelf life?
A lot of them have a shelf life when you open them.
All right. No, I think this was like it was something because it had like a live culture in. And so
a few of the kombucha type drinks do have quite a short shelf life. Right. Mm-hmm. They don't tend to be the ones that we stock on the app. There is a really nice drink actually called have you come across Slangivar before? Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's a little Scottish company, and they do a drink, and it's made with lemons, honey, and ginger. It's a beautiful yellow colour, but that has quite a short shelf life, and it's very powerful tasting. Again, you'd mix it with a tonic. I couldn't drink it straight, but the smell of the honey as you drink it is amazing. But that has quite a short shelf life. But in general, once you open, particularly when you open a bottle of spirit, like something like, this is a beautiful bottle. I know it's looking like a gin, but that's COH. But
I would want to put that in the bathroom, though. I wouldn't fill that full of... Stick a
candle in. I'm seeing what this one says, but a lot of them have like a 12 weeks or something once you open it to use.
I would never have to check that if it had alcohol in, like would we? Never have to check the shelf life.
It's just it doesn't have the spirit in there to preserve it. The alcohol acts as a preservative, but a lot of them have some sort of a chemical preservative in them just to keep
Well,
them.
I think out of all of the drinks, still my favourite was this one today.
An oxtail, yeah.
Yeah, that's still my favourite. I thought I'm disappointed. I thought it was going to be this one.
Yeah, it's
It's
not. I mean,
that sweetness at the end. I wished it was stronger in the ginger.
Yeah, I'd give have a look at one called Pimento. Nice little green bottle, and that will knock your socks off. And it's not got quite as much sweetness.
Right.
So
I hope we've given a good overview there. It's been lovely chatting.
Yeah. I know, and I'm dying to find out if you actually try any of the others. But if you're not comfortable, don't.
Well, I'll keep them. We'll come on again. Make me say I've sent them. You've got to bloody try them, because I was surprised. Let's be honest, I was pleasantly surprised with the ones that I did try. Yes. So maybe next time you tell me when. Come on anytime. Thursday. That's your slot whenever you want it.
That would be good, yeah. And if anybody wants any recommendations on any particular drinks, if you've got a favourite type of drink you're trying to match, or you want some ideas about, low sugar drinks, whatever, just pop a note in the comments and I'll try and answer it with some recommendations for you. And if anyone hasn't, am I right to mention about my app?
Yes, just go for it. Tell us all about the app.
Just
the app somewhere on there.
Yeah, there's an article about you on my app. Let's see if I can find it. Look, there she is. The new thing we've got on the app now is we've got an offers tab at the bottom. So all these companies, if you fancy trying something new, all these companies have given us a special discount. It's anything from 10, some of them offer 25% discount. So that's amazing.
And so the thing is, it comes straight to your door, doesn't it, as well? So they don't have to pop it in the car and get it at the supermarket. Just get it delivered to the door.
Yeah, get it delivered to the door. But there's all sorts of categories. And I say it's not all about alcohol replacement group drinks. So there's amarettos, aperitifs, bar accessories, but then it gets on to CBD drinks, cocktail syrups, which you can use with fruit juices, cordials, all sorts of different categories and products, over 1,000 products on there to look at.
So
kombuchas.
You haven't got to go to Asda and say, well, there's nothing for me, and you can get on the app and get creative if you're having a party and having people over. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And we have not all the products are suitable sort of, for pregnant women, but they're it's great if you're having a baby shower or something to have an alcohol-free alternative, different drinks to
it makes such a difference. My brother-in-law, twice he's done it now. I've gone to his house and he's had an alcohol-free selection for me. He's like been buying something and he's bought for me. And then he came at Christmas and he brought mulled wine, and he brought the alcohol free for me, and I thought, oh, that's really kind.
Did you try that? Did you try it?
Yes, I did. It was awful. I didn't like it. But it was really nice of him. It was so thoughtful when you've been, you think everybody's against you sometimes, but they're not. They're really not. If you're strong in your decision, people do support you. Definitely buy some of these, because you could inspire your friends as well to say to them, well, I'm still going to have a drink. I just don't need to have alcohol in it.
Yeah, just enjoying this drink as a drink. Yes. Some of those drinks that are not trying to match, a gin or a beer, whatever, a brilliant option if you're quite new to it, because you think, I've actually got something you've never tried.
Yeah. Then if people go, well, what do you drink? You go, well, there's loads of things to try. Have you not heard of Lisa's app?
And if people want to get involved in asking about drinks and things, they can join our group as well. Non-Toxicated. We do something very different from you. Obviously, you offer people a lot of support through their, changing their relationship with alcohol, whereas we're more focused on the drinks side of it in particular. So I think there's sort of space for being in a few different groups to help you support yourself through your journey. And I think we're going to get you on our group as well to give some tips for Dry July resetting.
Oh, yes. Well, why don't I come at the end of Dry July and say, do you want to keep going?
Carry on. Yeah.
Awesome. We'll talk about that. We're going to have a chat.
We'll get a date. We'll get a date in the diary.
That'll be cool. Thank you, Lisa. Well, thank you
No
for coming.
worries. And I'll have a look. Yeah, post any questions if you watch it later and post a question, and I'll try and answer it. All right.
Yay.
Cheers then.
Cheers.
Right, good night.
Good night.
Bye bye. Bye bye.